Cool. Thank God for that. Gonna give about 30 seconds for...
Sure, tip my box.
Oh, we're good already? That's quick.
Free pass.
Good evening, everyone. We are back for a brand new season of Summit League Racing, and as always, well, not as always, because F2 doesn't have a full calendar yet, we are starting off with the Formula 2. I'm joined by former F2 head admin and brother of current F2 head admin, SLR Darnell, and we're looking forward to what should be a really competitive season, I hope. So, good evening.
Yeah, hello. Hello everyone. It's a bit different being sat down watching F2 as opposed to driving. This is the first season I'm fully out of the division. Yeah, it was a full time on the grid. Yeah, everyone's going to be chasing points, sorry. Everybody's going to be chasing
Definitely, and at the moment it looks like Corey's on it. One shot, one opportunity, as always, to get things started in F2. And at the moment it looks like Corey and Griffiths are being the pace setters at the moment. It looks Corey at the moment. It looks like a really clean lap so far, but always got a little bit deep for that spot on his fucking tell. This X1 split was a 31.3, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see where he stands in the middle set compared to Griffiths. It's looking quite solid at the moment. Corey's is a 13.7.
They're both on 13.7s and Griffiths has got a purple.
Oh, this is going to go down right to the wire. It's all about the final corner here. You can sense their hearts are pumping. Of course, in F2 you get those points for pole position, so it's absolutely crucial that you get that. Corey's had a little bit of a slide. Is that going to cost him compared to Griffiths as they're coming up towards the line now? Who's going to take pole position in our first race of the season? It is SLR Corey by just over a tenth of a second. Fantastic lap by the VAR driver. Griffiths in P2 and Medal in P3. Race Roller in P4. Benster marks the last of the drivers who are in the 138s, and it's SLR Ham at the first of pole. I'm going to be honest, I did not expect him to be qualifying that low. Maybe he made a couple of mistakes on his lap.
Yeah, that was a very good qualifying, to be fair. I mean, the top four all separated by less than 3 tenths. That's interesting. And Corey, who did lose the pole position record last season to Griffiths, is looking to take it back. I don't know how many that puts him behind now. I don't know how far Griffiths stretched that advantage, but well, that's stamping his kind of authority down straight away there. Corey is.
Definitely. Wait, what's Liam saying? Game volume. Oh, okay. Manage my stream. Let's turn down the game volume. There we go. You can turn it down. You can turn it down via the stream itself now, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, no, I had to do it last 2 games. It's good.
Because these Mechachrome F2 cars are very loud. Bled my ears a couple of weeks ago, but
Need to learn a lot of these teams actually, because there's quite a few different ones since I've actually paid attention to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, since you were last in the action, I guess. Well, there's PHM were Charus, of course. Virtuosi have been in Victor and Victor Virtuosi. They've been all sorts of different teams. Yeah, VAR obviously the new team. Are we going to see some dodgy calls from either the VAR drivers? Well, one of them is Corey, so probably. Oh, we're starting straight away. Oh yeah, the sprint race has no break.
I completely forgot. Yeah.
And no formation lap. Yeah, so we're straight into the race. Nice. Oh, someone said he lost it off the line. One of the Red Bull livery cars. I'm not sure who that was. I think it might be Medal. We're going into turn 1. Ham and UKB's Assassin are running side by side. They had a little bit of contact. Oh, one of them spun. That's SLR Ham has gone around contact from UKB's Assassin. That is how easy it is to lose in these cars. As we have SLR Summoner who's picked up the pieces. But is Pluto going to have a go at him? Down the inside goes the Red Bull livery car in. He's They're going to get it. Oh, he didn't use his car as well. Him and Southern are still going side by side in through the middle sector. This is fantastic racing, and Pluto's taken the lead. Wow, what a start that was.
Crazy start. I must admit, UK Beast Assassin's livery is disgusting to see. I didn't realise it was that ugly, but yeah, turn one was interesting to him and Ham. I don't actually, I need to see it again, but it didn't look like anyone was at fault at first.
Yeah, definitely not. I thought exactly the same thing. One thing I will say with Pluto is he's got the two Prema cars behind him, so maybe Southerner and Benster can work together as Race Roller and Atom, it looks like, battling it out. So Race Roller's made a decent start, up 2 places. Also, is that Corey going around the outside of Atom? Corey's had a lightning start, and are just about to keep it on track. I think Atom's got wing damage, actually. He's got a little bit of wing damage, and he's made contact with Corey. That's allowed Griffiths to nip back past. So
just a shout out to Ben, 7 places up in lap 1. He's finished it with 7 places up.
He is what we would call the winner of lap 1, and obviously Ham is the loser after that lap 1 spin. And SLR Summoner, I'll tell you what, he looks pretty racy here. He qualified 8 in the race, which he started P3 on the second row, and he's having to go for the lead again here as Summoner. Forcing Pluto out wide. Oh, and Pluto has to back out, otherwise that would have been a very bad crash.
He's got his teammate coming.
They're going 3 wide. This is absolute content so far. Can Benster send it up the side of both of them? No, he thinks that he would like to live, and backs out. And Pluto, after all this, is going to end up back in P1. Yes, he is. So all of that for no reason.
Look at all those household names in the top half of the top 10. Any of these guys could win if they get it right.
This is class so far. Race Roller's nipped it up into P4 as well. I'll tell you what, Race Roller, when he won his title, he was really consistent. He got results in both of these races, and he had a decent qualifying, and he's made sure that he's played himself right into play for the big end of the points in the sprint race. 10 points for the race winner, 8 points for P2, and points all the way down to P8 in the sprint plus fastest lap.
It's mad that out of everyone in the field, Atom hasn't even changed position. And Consider, of course, him back, but he's still holding fifth. Yeah. Still in a race, though.
I'm not sure he's going to hold fifth for too long. At some point, he's going to have people like Corey and Griffiths right on him. Corey tried to make a move on UK Beast Assassin. I'm expecting Beast, as always, to put up quite a bit of a fight. He certainly is not someone that likes to just...
He's going to have to let the lead now.
He is. He's got slipstream. He needs to be careful because the DRS is enabled. He needs to make sure he gets the DRS, and yeah, he's a smart driver, Matt. He made sure he broke a little bit earlier than Pluto, so he's going to get that DRS up towards turn 4. This is looking to be potentially a double overtake for the Framers. As Pluto defends the inside, Matt's going to have the racing line. Pluto brakes later than him. Oh, runs Matt wide a little bit, and through goes Benster. Wow, what a move on the inside. Can he hold it on the inside? Oh, he's thinking about it, but Pluto just about keeps the position. This is great defensive driving from Pluto.
Oh,
it's on the
down the inside comes that Red Bull livery car. I don't know who that was.
Zatum, he's gained 2 places now suddenly. He hadn't gained any or lost any positions, and he decided, you know what, I am going to gain something. Oh, he's won very wide. That's very wide.
Goes to the lead at turn 1 and now he's 4th under pressure from 5th. You try and attack, you've got to be careful, you've got to be looking at your mirrors at the same time, because that could easily happen.
The entire grid, all the way down to P16, is in the same DRS grid. This is content right here, folks, for SLR F2.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing this every single lap, battle for the lead, and it won't just be the top 2 changing, because the guys behind are going to be taking advantage of the front 2 tangling around and tangling over.
And one thing I will say is, contrary to previous seasons, especially on last game, we always saw the likes of Toby absolutely fly through the field in the sprint race. Yeah. That is not happening here. He's only gained 2 places. Corey's only gained 2 as well. Medal's actually lost 1 despite qualifying on the second row.
Yeah, I know Toby last season try. And obviously, he did come through the field quite quickly. But he did kind of try and pick his way into 22. So I don't know if he's still kind of doing the same thing this race.
Yeah. Potentially yellow flag set to 3. That is draft. Oh yeah, here we go again for the race lead. There's so many battles that I wasn't really sure which one to watch because they're all just as good as each other. But Benster, is he going to finally get the position on Pluto? Pluto's still holding it in there. How is Pluto doing this? He's coming out of this. Oh, there's a lunge from Atom. Atom has
He did the
loved
same
that
last
lunge.
lap. He did it the last lap. He's done it again. And then the famous bit.
He's ridiculously aggressive on the brakes, Atom. We've already seen him run off track once, and we've already seen him make those kind of moves. These dive kind of moves.
Oh my god.
A couple of times.
So close. It's like he cut down straight in like a twist.
Well, Beast has lost a couple of positions actually. His position to Griffiths and Corey. So I don't know whether Beast made a mistake, whether maybe him and Toby made contact. I'm sure we'll find out on the chat later if they have. As we're only 4 laps in. We're only 4 laps in. This race has felt a lot longer than 4 laps with the amount of battling that's been going on. I have to say.
Yeah, we still haven't
And
had
still it's
the
Pluto.
additional safety car either.
Yeah, we just have one retirement and it's in the pit lane.
Benster this time.
Yeah, here we go again. Benster is just going to take the position to turn 1. Is Race Roller going to have a go at Atom as well? Atom's the last of the late breakers. Race Roller says, screw that, I'm going to brake later as well. Oh, Pluto's had a bit of a moment as well. I think he made contact with Benster. And him and Atom apparently slightly ghosted within each other, but Pluto just about stays ahead. Is Atom going to lunge it here? No, he's not. That's not his favourite overtaking spot, to be fair to him. Oh, and I'll tell you what, he can have a make a move. Toby got fantastic traction compared to Southerner out of turn 4. But he has to back out, otherwise that would have been a big crash. Yeah, Toby's left the door.
What he's trying to do. Oh my god, he's
Round the outside of Toby. Oh, side by side. He's been left run by PHM right. This is very clean racing between Farrell, but Corey's stuck on the inside here. Oh, has he made contact with Matt? He spun him round. He spun him round. No. The two F2 admins have collided. Corey locked the fronts, and a little bit of a snap, and Southerner was just an innocent bystander. That is really gutting stuff, but he surprisingly hasn't dropped back that many places. He's only dropped down to P11.
He's lost it. Corey's just lost it.
Oh, Corey. Oh, yes.
Yeah, he went into the side of Griffiths. This is the nightmare that for him. And now
and he's nearly hit Southerner again.
Has damage as well. I'm just looking in front wing. Has damage.
Yeah, that must have come from that collision with Southerner. Must have done.
He clipped his front right with Toby. I must have been some understeer.
Yeah, nothing malicious in it at all. I just think he just got his braking point wrong, and that can sometimes happen, unfortunately. But anyway, what that has done is create a bit of a gap between BRT Griffiths and P5 and the top 4.
Yeah, scraps still going on in the middle of the pack. Just something over and Owen now. Very fast. But Owen now wants to keep it. Yeah.
Is he gonna have a go? No.
It's not on.
Back to the lead then, as Benster has not pulled away from Pluto, and I'm not surprised one bit.
Yeah, top 4 was kind of trips and legs there was a bit slightly with that in the last lap. 2 seconds to Griffiths, and Griffiths will bring that gap down.
You would expect, by the way things have gone, in previous seasons, you would expect Toby to have that pace to bring it down.
Yeah, he had already 4 tenths in the first half of the lap. 2 seconds to the end of lap 5. Now it's still missing 1.7 now, but he will gradually catch. With these constant changes in position at the front, bound to catch.
And that is his patient game paying off, really. Because he's got that position on Corey, got that position on Southerner. Just by staying out of the way, he broke very early into turn 10 when Corey rear-ended Southerner. And I think that's Toby's won those 2 championships now. I think in previous seasons he's been a bit aggressive and potentially caused incidents that definitely could have been avoided, but now he's been a lot more sensible and he's found his way into the top 5. So, yeah, good drive so far. And Benz, you were mentioning Benz, he's up 10 positions now.
Yeah, no, he's just taking the way through. I don't know if 7 is close enough. No, not quite. Corey's carrying down damage, so I'm expecting that position to change pretty soon between the two. It might change here actually.
Yeah, someone has got a much better run. Corey had a lot of understeer in turn 1 because of that damage. Corey's going defensive down the inside. Then moves back over onto the racing line to make the braking zone, but then runs deep as well. Yeah, he's really struggling with that damage. It's looking awful. And Toby's actually lost a few tenths on this lap, interestingly. Yeah, so it looks like Benster is...
oh no, I've just lost it. Oh, Peter's just lost it. Literally was
has he lost it just on...
Has he just...
Did you just lose it just on traction, or was that contact with someone?
Yeah, he lost it on track. I literally was just getting through the balance score and lose it. He's literally got half the way to the race zone. That's another one down. It's like... It's like, last one to survive wins, basically. Last one standing.
Yeah. It does definitely look like that. Ben's now up into P7.
Any of the top four could win.
I think that is absolutely right. I think Race Roller on. I don't really know how he'll be feeling as the 4th of the 4, but certainly Benster looks like he's managed to stay out a bit further ahead of Pluto than Pluto was when Pluto was the leader of the track. It's not swapping every lap like it was a few laps ago.
Yeah, just a quick shout out to Destroy the Drag, who is not far off being lapped. Let's see, no, he hasn't hit it. He's just pretty close to being lapped.
Yeah, I think he's had a few moments of being destroyed the track. But he hasn't retired in the pits and he hasn't...
No. So I see the shout out, he's carrying on.
And not only that, he hasn't made the mistake of changing his tyres and running out of tyres for the feature race, because that is the last thing he needs to do if you have moments like that. You need to stay in the race and...
Still time for that. I think the safety car kind of... How many laps have we ended in the safety car going to come out with 3 laps?
I think it's the last 2, I don't know. It might be the last 3.
Yeah,
some of them are making a move on Benz. And Glory passed Benz as well, so...
Oh, well.
Completely missing out, but Benz has lost 2 positions. Some Hams passing Rundle as well. So Hams got his way up into P11.
He's losing an M-plate.
Atom's lost. Atom's been M-plateless for like the entire race, to be fair, and is in P3.
I did not even realise.
So he's been making those very aggressive moves, and
yeah, that's the first penalty in the race.
It is UK Beast Assassin. He's not playing for anything at the moment in this race. Maybe testing the track limit so he can be a bit quicker in the feature race.
It seems like the top 4 is quite stagnated at the minute.
It's going to explode on the last lap. It will explode eventually.
That's slightly going to make sense controller, but yeah, I think they're holding station at the moment. And like you said, it's just exploding. They'll have to go. They're all just sitting. Oh no, we do have.
Oh, say it that Pluto. I thought Pluto was going to send him and Benster up into the alternate circuit layout. To be honest, it looked like that was what Pluto's braking zone was setting himself up for. And once again, Roller has a little bit of a look. And interestingly, Medals past Griffiths as well, so Toby's really struggling for whatever reason on race pace. I can't see any noticeable damage on the...
He's only got 3 seconds left to Corey as well.
Yeah, so Toby's... I don't know whether he's maybe cooked his tyres early on in the race or something like that, but Medals coming really strong at the end of this race. Potentially if the top 4 squabble a bit, Medal
find his way into this race. So I don't know. The only thing I can think of is potential rear wing damage, but I've not seen anyone clobber into him. So.
Yeah. Him and Corey have kind of they've had a little bit of wheel battle, but it's not been anything major. And as you know, it's very inconsistent and sometimes very difficult to get damage in these cars. So
I am finding it very interesting though that he is still as bumpy earlier. Like not last season, he would have been in first, about 10 seconds ahead.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Speaking of the battle for first, we've got a new leader, and we've got a new leader again. And are we going to get a new leader again by the end? Oh no! Pluto's lost it. He tried to sneak it in there, and I'm going to be honest. I think that's entirely Pluto's fault. I think he just was way too aggressive there, and Benster left him plenty of room, and he's just, unfortunately, just hit the side pod of the frame car, and
it's probably
suddenly all the way down to 8.
Yeah, his front wheel was in line with the really well. He probably should have backed out. In fact, Pluto's going to move down the inside now of Southerner, which should almost worked, but yeah. Unfortunately, it feels like every battle at the front that he considers at least most of them. I know the yellow guy somewhere.
Yeah, and despite not really doing much already featuring this race, Toby's now in P4.
Yeah, what happened there?
He must have passed medal. He must have just passed medal on the start finish. They were in DRS of each other, so maybe they're working on it together.
I don't know who it was.
Oh, I think it was probably Drac letting everyone through because he's dropped a lap down now. So that might be that. He is a walking, living, breathing yellow flag, it looks like. But he's still keeping it in there, fair play. Yeah. As we enter the penultimate lap of the race, Benster now has a new challenger, and that new challenger is FG Atom. As Toby gets the fastest lap of the race, and that would be an extra point for Toby, so utilising that DRS on SLR Medal. And proving that these... Oh no!
There was a bit of debris to go around, but I think it was just like visual graphics. I don't think there's anything to it. Oh my god.
Oh, Atom! Side by side. Is Atom going to take the lead with that end plate damage? Benster's still trying to hold it around the outside. This could go horribly wrong, but it hasn't. They're keeping it clean. And now Atom's going to send it on the inside. That's his favourite overtaking spot. As he nearly makes contact with Benster.
And look who's in there.
They've lost so much. They've lost so much time this lap, and that is, and suddenly, they've made contact again. And is Toby going to nip through? He is going to nip through on his teammate, and is he going to nip through on Atom as well? He is. He's up into P2.
If Griffith clutches his win, that would be a full G Bellingham 95th minute winner. Out of nowhere.
It has been completely out of nowhere, but he's got a little bit of an issue. He needs to close in that 10th of a second with Benster, because he's got two drivers right behind him for this final lap. Is he going to do it?
I think he's... the DRS is
just going to do it, I think. He's right on the edge of it. I think he's just got it.
He is.
That could be crucial for Toby's race.
He will get it this straight. He's not going to be able to pass this straight.
Yeah, but it could help with defending between him and Atom and Roller. As he's putting slightly to the right to give Roller that little bit of slipstream. That's a nice little team play by the VHMs. And can Roller get it right on the brakes and overtake Atom? Yes, he can. And Medal's up there as well. We have 5 cars with DRS in each other. On the final lap, as Roller's had an awful exit, and it is him, Atom, Medal. This is for the final spot on the podium. The top 2 could possibly not even be over either. As side by side, Roller and Atom go. Atom trying to hold it around the outside. Can he make it stick? No one wants to back out here. Someone's got to. And that person is... No, he's not. He is Atom eventually. As Roller keeps the position.
Corey's got penalties, so he's going to lose all these positions, but he's still trying to give it to Pluto to try and get P6. There's still...
Medal's got Atom as well. Atom must have made a moment. But I'm going to go on board with BRT Griffiths. Because the gap between him and Benster is just 5/10 of a second. Benster is just one mistake away from potentially losing this race in the final lap. Who'd have thought it just 3 or 4 laps ago? He has made a bit of an error. But at the moment, it is looking good for the Prema driver. Can Benster kick off this season with a race victory? Or is BRT Griffiths, Mr. Inevitable, going to get the win? He's right on him! Going into the final corner. Can BRT Griffiths do it? He's slipstream. Benson defends the inside line. Round the outside goes BLT. Griffiths. Has Benson done enough, or is Griffiths going to get the better exit? They're going to go side by side potentially towards the line, but it looks like Benson's just got the race victory by 1/10 of a second. Wow. What a race that was. Further down, Race Roller does get the final step on the podium. And Southerner, Benz, Ham, Owen as well round out the top 10. So Owen's gone from spinning every single lap to finishing in P10. Unfortunately, that won't be points, but that's still a marked improvement from Owen. Corey down in P11 after that incident with Southerner.
I just can't believe Griffiths was just chilling in 6th all race. Didn't look like he had pace, and then things just opened up for him on the last 2 laps, and then he almost won. And I'm actually quite surprised he didn't throw it down the inside on that last corner, because he kind of went to the outside, and I don't know, maybe that it did absolutely cost him, but maybe he was just being cautious. Race 1, get the points on the board, but that was a great race from everyone.
Yeah, if that's a sign for the rest of the season, then sign me up, because that was very, very exciting. And there we are, the results.
Feature race with strategy involved.
Let's go, let's have it. But it is Benster, first race winner of the season, and into the championship lead. It's still early doors, of course, with Griffiths and Race Roller in 2nd and 3rd. Griffiths' fastest lap was mighty, so I wonder whether he was just saving his tyres, because he managed to get past. It was him getting past Medal on that start-finish straight. Then, for whatever reason, he just was able to close in those last few laps. Like, they obviously were battling really hard, but that didn't even look like it was remotely possible midway through the race. So, yeah, excellent drive. And shout out to Benz, who has ended up with a point after that race. I think he deserves it from that. Just from how much he gained from his quality position.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just looking at the Trident boys, Ham and Midzi. You look at that on paper and you're like, damn, that's a good team, but what on earth happened?
Well, I can tell you what happened with Ham, obviously.
Yeah. Ham obviously had a collision, but Midzi, I mean, I know he hasn't played the game much, so that's probably the reason. He's just looking like a bit of a 2022 first half of the season washed up Hamilton.
Brutal, but Midzi would probably be the first person to say that. So,
I'm sure
let's see how the Trident boys do in the
game
race.
He'll be up there because he always is. It's just weird seeing him in 13th.
Easy top 3. 13th.
I'm trying to remember years ago. In one of the older F2 seasons, Midzi had an insult on stream from, I think it was called Bottas, I think.
Oh, that was
that
was elite. That was elite. That was it was by Original. It was my first ever commentary. It was in the elite division. It was my first ever race in comms, and an Original called him Bottas.
Dear me.
Yeah, expect an app from Midzi later if he can be asked to watch the stream. That is.
I'm sure being called Hamilton's better than being called Bottas, but.
Yeah, it's true. But specifically the 2022 version of Hamilton.
Yeah. Anyway, top 2 for the race will be interesting because they both have very good pace in that race, and obviously we saw them tangle. Wonder if we'll see it happen again.
Yeah, I do wonder. Corey this time does have a clear road ahead of him and no one to run into, so that'll help him out, unless Toby gets a better start than him. So, should be a bit better race for Corey, as I imagine he will be a bit frustrated.
In that sprint race, where did he start?
I think he started... I don't know, he was on the front row.
I'm only asking because he's host, and the host start, at least from what I've seen so far in this game, the host start is just ridiculous. It's like it was 2 years ago, but worse. I did a league race on Monday, and Jurassic Blaze races in it, and he went from 5th to 1st before turn 1.
Beast qualified 9th, so yeah, he would have started on the front row. He didn't look like that ridiculous because
Okay.
he was side by side
Yeah.
with Ham into turn 1, so I don't think that was that ridiculous.
I know that when host nuts used to be a thing, and he was a host, he used to be like there wasn't a general agreement about it, but he used to like kind of be a bit fair about it, like not take the piss.
Yeah. I'd hate doing that as the host, though,
Yeah, it's
because
horrible.
if you get a mega start, you just don't know, and you just
Yeah,
have to just
exactly.
not take places anyway.
Yeah. Plus, I think I've done it once before. I've hosted with a host start, and I ended up losing positions because I was too nice. Like I let off the gas too much, and then I ended up losing places. I was like, for God's sake, like,
Yeah.
this game.
I've seen it up and down this game, to be honest. It's sometimes a lot. Early in the game, I think it was worse. I think it's got a bit better now. Although, going by what you were saying with Blaze, maybe not. Is that Blaze? Do you say Blaze is racing again on Monday?
He raced Monday, just gone.
Bloody hell, he
sure.
he broke his wrist like a couple of weeks ago.
So before the race, he was saying that he was going to use the pad, but then when he got to the actual thing, there's no way he was on the pad. He was definitely on his wheel again. You could just tell. So yeah, it was interesting.
I'm just catching up as well on the stream chat, and there's a very interesting name that popped into the stream chat a few minutes in. Silly Bunny.
Oh my god.
I've not heard that name in a long time. He asked me why I wasn't racing. Good question. It's just the switching between F1 and F2 cars. They're just so different, and I just don't really enjoy doing it. I enjoyed racing F2 early on in this season, but like early on in the game, but I just focus on one thing and enjoy commentating. Oh, as we're starting now. 5 lights. And they are out, and we are away. Yellow flag on the grid. Someone's had a bit of a shoddy start, but someone who absolutely hasn't is SLR Corey. He's got a clear lead on BRT Griffiths going into turn 1, and further behind it looks like Medal and Race Roller going side by side, and through goes Benster once again. So the sprint race winner having a lightning start here in the feature race, up into P4.
Yeah, top 2. Thought they were about to go for a battle, but already Corey's
as Roller's disconnected. Roller's disconnected. So that's not good for him. So he's going to need to get back into the session. And he's all the way down in P9 because of that. So it's not ideal at all. Oh, there's a bit of contact between Pluto and Atom. Oh, as QWERTY spun. He's all the way down in last.
God.
I think he had a really good start as well, because he wasn't really featuring at all in the main race, but suddenly he was up in P7 and now he's down in pretty much plumb last, so...
Yeah, I think there's been an incident. There's been an incident between 2 drivers. Oh, it's QWERTY again! And Podilla! There was an incident between them at the hairpin. I didn't see it, but they're miles behind now, and there's another... I think Ben's also lost a load of positions. Bad start for him this time, man.
Oh, I feel for Roller. He's down in P13, P14 because of that disconnect. He has been absolutely shafted. That is the absolute worst time to have a disconnection. I wonder what the AI difficulty's on, because his car is slow as Sergio Perez on intermediate tyres in the British Grand Prix. Quite frankly. Down in P15 and 1 position ahead of Midzi, so that should be good. We'd like to see. Roller and Midzi. Roller and Midzi fighting for P15. Right, that is... Who'd have thought that?
Just had a bit of a argy-bargy too.
Owen and Beast going side by side as well. Owen's got the inside line. Beast breaks a bit later than Owen. Owen in the half of the car.
Oh, Roland's getting stuck in already.
Oh, he's already into P13. He's not messing about at all. He's the PHM driver. And I imagine he's probably going to be running a bit hot under the collar. And he's lunging it on Owen as well. He is well and truly not giving a fuck. Oh, and the car behind him, I think it was dodgy. Might have picked up damage as well from Roller having to back out a little bit.
Yeah, the problem tapped back of Owen. It caused the concertina effect behind, and I didn't see exactly how it ended up, but yeah, obviously ended up going worse off it. Griffiths is now up into 14th though.
And Ham's in 8th, so having a much better race so far in that Trident. And looking at the top 2, they have broken the DRS of Medal in P3. Can Medal get back in it? We did see he had quite a good race pace last race, but at the moment, Corey versus Griffiths for the race win. That does sound spicy. It looks like Medal's just about going to get DRS in the start finish. It's going to be close though, really close. It's right on the edge of it, and this could be crucial for Medal's race, and for Benster's as well.
Wise to the back of Corey now. Move beyond the DRS if he gets a good exit.
Yeah, is Corey going to go defensive, or is he going to take the racing line? Just takes the racing line. He's thinking he's not going to go defensive yet. He's just going to manage it at the moment. And Toby didn't go for the move either. But who is going to go for the move? Pluto on Atom. I don't really know which way round it is, but they're fighting very hard.
Pluto's just got that pass out of it. But my God, they're losing so much time for the top 4. But then again, they have a 2.5 second gap to the car behind, so they're just kind of in their own battle here at the moment.
How hard are Night Owl and Ham fighting, if that's the case? Because, Jesus, that is not ideal. Oh, as Night Owl slightly lost it, is Ham going to have a go?
Yeah, he's pretty fast.
Move. Oh, look that random face at the side of the car.
What is it? There's two faces. That's how it went past. Look.
Is that I'm just trying to make out what it says. I think it says like we believe in Islam. So we've got a no, yeah. I think it's the Ralph Boschong. Like he's Islamic apparently. Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting sponsor. It's almost as odd as that Earth car from Honda back in 2007. That was Ham. And he's gone very defensive. He's voluntarily taken the Barrichello line from Hungary 2012, and Night Owl and Southerner have both passed him.
Yeah, I think Southerner's trying to get 2 in 1 there.
Oh, Corey. On Corey. He's taking the position, and Corey slightly tapped the rear end of Griffiths. Hopefully he hasn't got rear damage this time.
Brought the other 2 back into it. Well, last season we had the 3 Musketeers, Griffiths, Medal and Benster, and now Corey's kind of made it 4 Musketeers. Oh my God, he just smashed Corey.
I'm too busy watching Night Owl versus Southerner because this is great content. They went side by side through the S's.
Yeah, they both tapped each other at the hairpin, and they both actually started weaving out of the exit. Probably both have a moan, I guess. Or saying sorry, or some kind of communication there, but the top 4 are now very close together.
And even with that bit of battling, Pluto and Atom have still lost a second. So they're just having their own race. They're just chilling.
When you compare this to the sprint, 4 laps into the sprint, what was it? Separating the top 16? Like everyone with a DRS sprint. 4 laps in. 4 laps in now, we've got 4 separate laps. Maybe 5 separate DRS sprints. Just the difference. It's just what losing DRS and getting caught up in your own battle is really just it can cost you. I mean, we've seen it here in this feature race already, but. So, a long way to go, pit stop still to be made. And there's move to lead.
Yeah, Corey and Griffiths, they're kind of playing the DRS game with each other a little bit, I think. I think Corey passed Griffiths, but also will have DRS. Yes, he will. And I could allow Medals a bit past from Griffiths as well. Is he going to have a go into turn 4 here, SLR Medal? He thinks about it, but no, he's a little bit afraid. It is a long race, and I'm expecting things to become a bit more alive in the pit stop phase. It is still anyone's game in the top 4. For all we know, Benster could just be using this to save his tyres, potentially go a little bit longer, try and fight a bit better at the end of the race.
Yeah, I'm just glad there's a battle for the lead. It feels like watching Max Verstappen in Formula 1. I mean, not in the last few races, but in the long time since we saw this.
Yeah, absolutely. This is This is the F1 2024 season that we all deserve. Well, specifically, I guess, Corey and Matt deserve, but sticking it through with F2. As it looks like Corey's putting a bit of a gap on Toby. Don't know whether he's pushing a bit harder, maybe Toby's saving his tyres.
How energised Corey feels this season. Took the season out last year. I mean, he kept his seat all season, but he was in the comms box for the entire season. Don't think he even raced once. And now he's back, and well, he's looking good.
He really wants to win this race, I know that much. He's up for it this season. He enjoyed the cars from the beginning, and yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah, I saw it when they were testing. I think it was in one of the parties like last month when they were trying it out, and he was. Oh, here we go.
Oh, roller! Is that roller rumble?
Oh, what's the lead?
Oh.
He keeps holding the lead.
Yeah, wrong PHM. Roller is going to go up the inside of the same corner though, on Rundle. Can Roller get his way back into the points? Oh, nearly late contact, but I think Roller would be in that lead trade if he hadn't disconnected. I think there's no doubt on that. Oh, as Ham and Night Owl nearly come
Yeah, they're
together.
still going after it. But someone has managed to clear this pack in 2 seconds already. So that Night Owl is really kind of hampering a lot of these drivers' races that are quicker than him. And the yellow flag somewhere.
Squirty.
There.
Turn 4. Yep.
Where Draft is still occupying the well, he's ahead of the car at this point. Oh,
But
he's
still
just
sticking
spun!
No.
Just lost the rear around the right left chicane, and he carries on.
Destroyed Rat really does not like his cars.
No, I mean, it's
Safe to say.
miles in front of the
Oh, Quercy's never done his best.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, not just for this season, but once the tyres are hot and they're on fire, it's just a game over really to try and get them back into the temp. And the top 2 are coming at it again. They're not really using it to DRS. They're all quite positioned. Griffiths is going to come back here.
Yep, Corey defending the inside line. Benster as well. I'm going to go on board with Benster because he's got the best view of this. Potentially trying to make his own move on medal. Yellow flag once again. Is that anyone other than Draken Quercy? I can't tell. Corey keeps the lead.
Gap, the top 4 is so far ahead. And just the way they turn into the corners, it's like drifting into these corners. Man, and there, yeah, well, he's gone for the 10th time. He's free.
Drake's not in last place. He's not in last place. Yeah. He's not taking a medical car role.
And he's on the
potentially. He's potentially going to take the burnt Mylander role.
I think we're going to get on the time. Right into the pit lane. I imagine he'll pit. Then tired of race switch. Yeah, the top 4 is so far ahead. But he's about it's not just one person.
Yeah, definitely. You can put a... What's the expression? You can put a blanket over them, pretty much. And you wouldn't know anything different. And are we going to get another battle? Are we going to get another move?
Yeah,
I think we might
it's going to happen again.
What I'm surprised with this is that Corey and Toby have remained in P1 and P2 for this entire thing. I've definitely jinxed it.
Yeah, I was about to say, you just jinxed it. Yellow flag again, it's just right back at everything. He's going to get that. Again, but oh my god, the top 2 are going at it again.
Toby goes a little bit deep, Corey hits his rear end again. He's hit it about 50 times, it feels like.
Yeah, and hitting his rear has cost him because he had medal and bents that, like, Jack Russell's all over the back end.
Oh, yellow flag, that's Rundle.
No.
It's Rundle. Oh, Rundle. He's having a solid race, he was in and around the points. But he's now got down to P15. And Roller's up into P9. And he's taken Ham's role in his battle with Night Owl, so... to see how that one goes.
Corey,
And the battle for the lead again.
Yeah, just backed out. He didn't fancy it. I don't know whether, because obviously these guys are looking at strategy. They're not all going to have the same map. I don't know how Corey's playing it. I don't know how Toby's playing it. But I don't know whether they want to be the guy in the lead, just because they've been giving away their strategy when it comes to the pit window. Don't know whether it would be better off to be second, maybe to try and get that undercut, but we'll find out. I don't even know what the pit window is for these. It should be any time soon.
I think it's 9 onwards, really. The softs are awful, so anyone goes now. Oh, Medal's faking that they're going in the pits for some reason.
He threw the dummy there. He just put it from different bait, basically. Pretty comfortably.
Yep, and Medal and Fenster. Neither of them pass as well. I think the main risk
in front of him. He's fully weaving around right in front of him.
One man. Oh, what a race. What a race from him.
Well, he's about to let his teammate pass any second now.
Oh, Griffiths has nearly lost it. He's having a little cheeky drift through the middle sector, and that's what Devil News saying. He said he hates driving these cars, but they are fun to watch. Yeah, I agree. Oh, Ham's had a moment. Ham's dropped down to P12. He's running, I think, in P10.
Yeah,
he's had a moment. Yeah, maybe they finally come to blows too much, and that's allowed Roller to pull that second gap on them as well. So Roller is looking to try and now dent that 4-second gap to Southerner, who's kind of just 3 seconds behind Atom. He's having the most boring race in the world. I do feel for him. Although he's getting a solid P7, but he's probably falling asleep right now.
Yeah, in terms of position, he's up 1, so it's an improvement. I'm sure he wants to pick up a few more places if other guys in front come in to make up for his sprint.
Destroyer Drat's giving his teammate DRS. What a teamwork from the Van Amersfoort Racing boys.
Yeah, he's definitely. Oh, give a pick.
Medal's in.
Yeah, he's bought the pit. The first one to do it. He has to go for it. He's never has to try and get it. Huge for Medal. He could be the potential race leader after these guys have pit. I don't really know what the undercut is.
It's quite a bit. Yeah, Medal. He's kind of just been fed up being a P3 or P4 this entire time, and now wants to see if he can get up into P1 or P2. I'm expecting Corey and Toby to both react and box this lap.
Yeah, so Roller, Owen and Ben's have also gone into the softs, so 4 people were pit on this lap. Medal's got like acres of space in front of him.
Yeah, he's got
maximise his
perfect
pace.
dynamically now.
It's time to put your pedals to the medal.
Yeah, great. Something like that. I'm not sure that quite has the same ring to it as Hamilton, but
yeah. Sort of in the background, Pluto lost his rear out of the hairpin of whatever turn number that is. What's going on? Okay, that was weird. He lost his rear, unless he tangled then actually. That's just let him pass.
Oh, maybe Atom. Yeah, Atom might have rear-ended it. Yeah, Sutherland's back in there. He's back in his boring race. His boring race is becoming less boring. Oh, Matt,
I mean, he can see P4 up the road, so there's a chance. And I mean, obviously, you still got Medal further down.
Corey dummying and only Toby pits. Wow. Now that is surprising.
So
Corey going for an extra lap. On lap 11 here.
Right, well, I'll beat
This is going to help Benster as well, because it's allowing Benster to close that gap to Corey. Because Corey was first in this train, and Benster was 4th, but now he's obviously right behind him because of the DRS. So, really good position at the moment from Corey, and both Tridents have stayed out.
Medal,
sure, I guess.
They're going to be side by side. They are literally side by side.
Toby's going to have stone cold tyres though. He's going to have stone cold tyres, and Medal's pulled a second on it. Griffiths' cold tyres. So Griffiths has got to get the tyres into the window and make sure that he can get in that DRS of medal before Corey and Benster box. Another person who had quite a successful undercut is Roller, because he's only 2.5 seconds behind Southerner. So, and with Atom and Pluto going that extra lap and losing a lot of time.
Yes, some of them could also undercut them both. There's potential there.
Yeah, potential, definitely. Atom and Pluto have not been quick with their fighting, that is for sure. I'm expecting both Corey and Benster to both box on this lap.
As we just talked about it, it was very massive undercut, but it was still about second.
And the important thing to do now is not speed. As QWERTY's retired in the pit lane.
Oh my god! That's the Pluto the pits again, and I thought they were about to go side by side.
Well, they've been side by side for the rest of the race, so it would be expected. Here we go then. Corey and Benster. Is Corey going to stay out ahead of Benster? Leasing his car. It looks like Benster's been held up quite a lot.
Yeah.
Look how much time Corey's gained on him. I don't know what's happened there. Yeah, Corey's gained a lot of time on him, but the top two, or the effective top two, have gained a bit. Yeah, Griffiths down the inside of Medal. Medal, that undercut has worked. He does have 2 lap older tyres than Corey and 1 lap older tyres than Griffiths, and he's still battling it out with the 2-time F2 champion. And Corey's 1.8 seconds behind. Benster's lost 5 seconds to Corey.
Yeah. Yeah, Southerner's very close to Benster. Southerner's 3 seconds away, and Southerner's undercut both Pluto and Atom quite well as well.
Oh wow, that is a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah, Southerner's very close to Benster. Yeah. Can't imagine being Corey a minute ago was nice. Seeing Griffiths make the move for the net lead. Now Corey's got a car between him and Griffiths. Let's see what he can do though. He's on fresher tyres by 1 lap, but
he will be able to push these flat out to the end of the race now, Corey. Whereas the others will have to manage them a bit, so that could really help him out. I think Midsy's just hoping for a safety car partly here as well.
Yeah,
his race in P1.
Yeah. He's only got a few laps until he will have to box, but I don't know if he's going to play any part in the decider who wins this race if he keeps staying out.
I don't really think he gives a shit who wins, to be honest. Like Griffiths and Tora. Yeah. Because Ham boxed last lap, so kind of had no choice but to stay out. So yeah, Toby sets a mighty fast lap, aided by that overtake on Medal. But is Medal going to potentially have a go at Griffiths here? Or are they going to play some sense?
So. Sure.
Oh, absolutely. So he slightly loses it on exit.
Southerner's now less than 3 seconds behind Benster. He's now going to 2.8.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I wonder whether that's potentially what QWERTY's retirement in the pits maybe blocked Benster slightly, or whether maybe he just missed the release or something. I don't know. It's an odd thing to lose 5 seconds in the pit lane. And I don't really think it's a mistake that you expect anyone to make. Very odd. Anyway, Griffiths looks to have a lot of pace on Medal here, and his main game now. If you're Griffiths here, do you let Medal stay in the DRS and use him kind of as a buffer to Corey, or do you just try and pull as much of a gap as you possibly can and hope the 2 behind you fight? How do you play this?
Well, I imagine he's got enough pace to try and break the DRS, which he's pretty close to doing so. I mean, if I was him, looking at the amount of laps to go, I'll just be putting the pin, going for it. It's very close to it. If you can get it out of the DRS, then he could be in a good position. Then Medal's going to start losing time on the straight, Corey will eventually goes in, and then he's going to be fighting, and then that'll help Toby, but he has put himself now. But
he has. Corey's in it as well.
Yeah, they're all very much closed up. Corey is very much in this, but
And he set a mighty fastest lap of the race as well. So Corey's fine as Pluto around the outside of Southerner. About 1 lap fresher tyres for Pluto playing dividends. And he's got himself back up into P5.
They might have to ask him because they both put in at the same time. I didn't really see what happened to him, but we've got Benz and Beast battling. That's interesting, especially with their teammates. Much love there.
Yeah, best mates.
He's
side by side.
Very fine to P9.
Owen could be on for points here. Owen could be on for points here.
Yeah, you see on the road, and then with P9 washed up BKB
Owen is the fastest Hal. Owen is the fastest Hal.
Owen Beast was up there.
Oh, Corey's made a fantastic move on medal. Round the outside, end of sector 2. And he's up into P2.
Well, now it's going to get
free fight now.
It's going to be 2 laps to go. He has to get in at DRS within the next lap.
And he needs a mighty exit to try and make sure that medal does not pass him as well.
He literally will have to do it off and after that.
Is medal going to have a go at him though? He wants that P2 medal. And it looks like Corey's managed to defend well enough. And I think that could be medal's only chance, to be honest. Because he's going to have much worse traction out of his first couple of corners. Although the DRS is very powerful. But this is now the most important lap of the race so far. Corey needs to get the hammer down and get that gap down to Griffiths if he wants any chance of winning this race. And you can see how hard he's pushing.
Yeah, he's
like pushing Lando Norris and Imola.
The medal on that first straight, and he managed to close in a couple of attempts on Griffiths without being in DRS.
Yeah, you get a slight distance slipstream on this game in F2, which is interesting. Yeah, if he wants any chance. But at the moment, it is looking good for BRT Griffiths. His tyres do look to just about be staying in shape. He's had a little bit of a moment.
Owen Howell has lost place to Ham. Ham's going to go past Bent. Ham out of nowhere is going to be P9. Net P9. Having the predicted set P10.
And here we are now. How's Corey got DRS? It's going to be very close. I think he's just missed out this time. I think he's just missed out. That's going to cost him a lot of time on Toby to what he could have gained. But he is going to get it for the next straight. We've now got our final lap of the race. The gap is just 0.8 of a second between the top two. But Corey does have that minor tyre advantage on BRT Griffiths. And is that going to be enough to potentially see Corey become the victor of this race? You can see just how hard the VAR driver is pushing. He wants this, so does Griffiths. And the gap is coming down corner on corner. We saw it come down to the wire in the sprint race. Can it come down to the wire in the feature race as well? You can see Toby struggling with the tyre wear. The gap's just 0.4 of a second. Is he going to do this?
Whilst they're going on, there's a battle for P5. Pluto and Summoner, and Pluto's just pushed Summoner right off the track. And still is. Oh, that's... Yeah,
that is a bit naughty. Is Summoner going to return the favour on this hairpin?
Yeah, they were going after it through turn 1 all the way up to turn 4, but yeah, I can't imagine any goals to be happy with that.
Right, back to the battle for lead. It is 0.2 of a second. Griffiths has got defensive. Corey tries to hold it around the outside. Oh, they make contact! They make a slight bit of contact. They are still both on the road. This is going to come down to the final corner. Griffiths slightly taps the inside the curb. Could that lose him time? He goes defensive once again. There is absolutely nothing between them. One more corner to go. Griffiths is squeezing him all the way to the inside. Griffiths starts back to the racing line. Corey sends it down the inside. They've made more contact. And Corey just about going to come through. But hang on a minute. Medal's right up there as well. He's just half a tenth behind Griffiths, and it's Corey who takes the race win.
2 tenths every this podium. Oh my
wow,
God.
what an ending. What an ending.
Corey's done what Toby should have done in the sprint. Get up at inside the last corner. That's the only hope you've got of having that track for the exit, and he's done it. What a drive. What a race. Wow. Fair play to all three.
Further down, Benster gets P4, Pluto P5, Southern a P6, so a strong double points finish from the Prema cars. P7 is Echiatum. Roller does recover to P8 after a lap 1 disconnection, and Ham and Owen do round out the points.
What a first round of team.
Wow, that was intense in that race. Both races decided by 1/10 of a second. This is going to be a fantastic season. Driver of the day apparently is B Midzi. Congratulations to Midzi, I guess. Not too sure that's who I would have given it to, but hey ho. And obviously I'm going to get Corey and Griffiths in the party. I'm not sure who else to get in the party as well. Benster is the third top scorer, but Medal obviously got that. Feature race podium.
The weekend, don't they?
Yeah, I'm just going to get them all then, all four of them, because I think they deserve it, because they were by far clear of the rest of the field. What a race that was.
Only 1 point separates the top two across the weekend as well. Wow.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Just waiting for everyone else to enter the party. Medal's joined. Corey's joined.
Yeah, of course.
And Toby's joined. So can you make sure you tick your boxes, folks?
Yeah.
Oh, if you tick your box, you'll appear on Toby's stream as well. Fair enough. Toby's hijacking the podium interviews for his own audience as well.
Viewers are watching this.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Alright. We'll start off with Medal then. So I'm starting off with Medal as the fourth highest points finisher across the weekend. So the top four, the only ones to score over 20 points across the weekend. And well, it's a podium to start the season off in the feature race, P4 in the sprint race, but just 2/10 off the lead. So how do you feel about that, and how do you think both your races went?
This
yeah,
is
no,
what we
I'm
call the play
fairly
screen.
satisfied with,
It's basically you're jumping.
both
Feel free
races.
to explore. Have a good look around.
Did come into these races expecting
Welcome to
be
F1
sort of
World. A
four
journey
fastest.
through this. As you play, you'll
I'm
learn
a little
upgrades that
surprised
can be
Ben
equipped.
Benster
Along the
wasn't
way, you'll
as
build up your
fast.
compendium.
I thought
So
he'd be a bit
when you're
closer
ready,
to us
jump
all,
into
but
the play screen and...
I'm not arguing about that. But yeah, but the sprint was it's a bit of a slog. I had to sort of just wait my turn. It was a bit annoying that it just there wasn't much of a field gap for the first 8 laps, so progress was minimal. But I think that shows how how competitive it's going to be this season. There's nobody who's really that far off the pace who was in the top 10, which is really good. So it should make a bunch of these sprint races the rest of the season a lot of fun. And the feature was just trying to stick with Corey and Toby, which I'm happy it did, because last game I wouldn't have even touched either of them at all. But yeah, I wished I was a bit closer to both of them by the final corner. Had a little mistake into turn 10, which put me too far away. I might have actually been close enough without that mistake. Which is unfortunate, but...
Fine margins, but still an excellent drive, I would have to say.
Yeah. Also, I think we've already seen what kind of battle we're going to get this season with Corey and Toby. I think I counted 9 contacts. 9 points contacts.
Rubbing's racing, I guess.
Both the sprint and the feature.
Rubbing's racing. I'd like to put into perspective that all 9 contacts were instigated by Corey.
Right, don't give me that.
I'm not going to point blame at any of them, but if that continues, I'm excited. Very excited.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. That was an excellent start to the season. Now, Joe, do you want to ask Spencer a couple of questions? I guess.
Yeah,
P3 finished across the weekend.
Yeah, so Spencer, you won the sprint race. The feature race, though, you were in it the whole race, and then me and Sam didn't quite know what happened after the pit, so I don't know if you could kind of touch on it, but you lost a lot of time. I don't know what it was from. What happened?
Oh, I'd be delighted to tell all of you. Car in front of us retired in the pits. So it pulled out of its pit box, stopped, literally lost 5 seconds. I went into the pits on the back of Corey and came out like 5.5 seconds behind. So it just destroyed me race. Yeah, what can you do, I guess? But yeah, I mean, looking at both races as a whole, managed to win the sprint. It wasn't without its struggles, mind. Tires were absolutely cooked by the last few laps, so I was basically drifting. Toby just steamed up behind us as he usually does, and he probably could have been a bit more aggressive and got us in the last corner, but I think solid points are better than that, I'd hope. But yeah, I managed to stick with the front guys in the feature race for until the pits, and then yeah, it was all right after it, but you know it is what it is. I didn't think I'd be as fast as the two main guys at the front, and I think they're going to be first and second for most of this, and hopefully more contact as well. So maybe me and Metal can slide past at some point and get a cheeky win.
Nice. I mean, you kind of answered my second question when I was going to ask what your thoughts are for the rest of the season, and if you can kind of get involved in the championship battle. I think this season is gonna be you four all going for it. Like you said, Corey and Griffiths look like they might slightly be ahead, but it's very marginal. You four are very much all on the same pace. You might have stronger tracks than others at certain tracks, but so. Yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts for the season ahead?
Yeah, just about getting the setups right, I think. Don't know what I'm doing with them at all. And also driving the car, to be honest. Don't know what I'm doing with that either. So it's going to be a lot of learning. I seem to turn in, and then the rear of the car likes to turn in a lot more than the front does. But I'm sure I'll be able to steal a couple of Toby setups throughout the season and get a handle on things.
Kind of noticed that was a bit of a trend throughout the race with all of the top guys kind of drifting into corners. It must be the meta of F2 now. But yeah, anyway, congrats with your P3 finish overall for the weekend.
Thank you very much.
Right, now Toby, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the first time in over a season that you've not won a race in a given weekend.
Correct.
I could be wrong.
Thank God for Corey.
And the gap in both races. Well, it was a 10th. Not much at all. But you've come away with the second most amount of points all weekend, 27 points, including that fastest lap in the sprint. Two very solid P2s, and yeah, how do you feel with that overall weekend? Are you a little bit disappointed, or do you think it's solid points to start the season?
It's a bit of both, to be honest. I feel like I definitely should have got pole. I was getting anywhere from a 0.1 to a 0.3 in practice, so to get a 0.5, I was very disappointed with that. So the sprint was a lot tougher than it seems, and I don't think the result is reflective of my pace at all in that race. And whether it's just that DRS is OP and I couldn't catch up to DRS trainer what it was, I don't know, but I was consistently about 2 seconds back. Medal obviously caught, overtook, and then started to pull away from me. And then it's just as the top three battled and everything unravelled, I just managed to pick up, I'd say, easy points in that. It was 2 races where I could have won both on the final corner, finished second in both scenarios. But it's a long season. I've wanted a title fight with Corey since the second I joined this division, and from everything I've seen today, I think that's going to be the case. We're going to get one, and it's going to be every single round between us. It's exactly what I want at the end of the day. I've been and I've won it, but I want to fight. I want a challenge. Of course, I want a third title. I want to win as many races as I can, but I've already done a lot. I want to just enjoy myself here and have fun.
Yeah, I certainly had fun myself. I think that was a very enjoyable race to watch, and yeah, I mean, if every single race, very unlikely, is decided going down into the final corner, then we should have quite a good season. And yeah, Qatar next week. What do you think with that? With that one, are you looking forward to? It's obviously a completely different challenge to Bahrain, despite the flags being similar and it also being at night.
It was definitely one of my strongest tracks last game. Like in F2 anyway, but there is a chance I might not be able to make next weekend. So next week. So we'll see first and foremost with that. But if I can make it, I think I might just have a slightly better chance than at Bahrain. Bahrain has always been a strong track for Corey, but I think the two of us are so closely matched. One of us isn't going to dominate each race over the course of a season. And like I said, there's people like Roller, who was brilliant in the sprint until some unfortunate late contact, and then had a screen freeze right at the start of the feature. So don't count him out. Don't count obviously Medal out. Benster again without his pit lane issue today was right in that lead fight and obviously won the sprint race. So me and Corey obviously are top two right now. It might not play out like that as the season goes on. So I guess we'll start goes from here.
Yeah. And now, yeah, yes, and congratulations on solid set of
Thank you very
results.
much.
P2 across the board as well in quali as well. So yeah. Now, yeah, Joe, on to Corey.
SLR Corey, you missed. I think you pretty much missed the entirety of last season. You were sat where I am right now, maybe not in the same house, but you were watching it from afar, and you've come back, and it's like you're never gone, really. Yeah, you've won the weekend. You've won that feature race in incredible style. The way you've managed to do that on the final turn, just starts your weekend, really.
Well, I mean, first of all, I want to apologise to Matt because I bet he didn't expect a missile of a Van Amersfoort going straight up his rear diffuser. So I apologise for that. That was not my best work, and I fully deserve to not get any points from that race. But the weekend in
The
general,
score if I do say so.
Oh, shut up, yeah. All right. The weekend in general, though, was pretty good. Obviously, as you said, I've missed the whole of last season sitting in the comms booth. And I'm very, very good to be back. I had missed it. But yeah, qualifying, I was very surprised to get pole, hearing from the times Toby was doing and my shambles the final corner. But I was very delighted to get that, to say the least. Obviously, yeah, the sprint race was one to forget, and yeah, not the finest hour. But I mean, yeah, the feature race, I was a bit worried coming at the end because I thought I left it one lap too late to box. So I was like, I want a bit of rubber left for the end to try and attack Toby because I knew he was going to undercut me. But thankfully, I got a sick one out of turn 10 and he got a bit of an awful one, and that kind of saved me, to be fair. And I very much was scared going into that final corner when I saw Toby kind of like jink back to the left, but I was just kind of committed to place my car on that apex and nowhere else.
Yeah, it was an excellent battle. Yeah, just looking ahead to the season. Like I said earlier, like you four are going to play a massive part in it, especially yourself and Toby. It could have been a fight for free if you hadn't have lost your first potential title. Thought I'd just put it in there, but it's not. What's your thoughts for this season? Do you think you can take it to Toby because his 2 titles he's had, some would say have been easier than others in the past? Not to take it away from him, but do you think you can take it to him?
I mean, I'm going to give it a good go. That's for sure. I think today's definitely shown that. But I mean, as admin said at the start of the season, with obviously the new handling model and what we saw after like the first 2 pre-season races, that this is probably going to be one of the closest and best SLR F2 seasons we've ever seen. And I think They definitely proved that. We got 4 cars fighting for the victory, which was pretty insane on the first round of the season. So fingers crossed that trend continues. But yeah, I'm definitely going to give Toby a bit of a harder time than potentially he's had in the past 2 seasons.
Anything from yourself, Sam?
I just wanna
Pretty wrong.
say, great.
Yeah,
Wara turn 10 at Matt in the
Yeah,
sprint
of
race.
course.
That was so pole 1 race win. What do you feel about Qatar as a potential track next time out?
I've done a little bit of it when the game first came out, and it feels really good. Obviously, I didn't really do any F2 last game because of the cars, but Qatar feels really nice on this circuit. It's really fast and flowing. Like you mentioned earlier, the only similarities between Bahrain and Qatar is the flag and the race at night. But it's a very fast-flowing track, but very, very easy to pick up track limit warnings. So I think that's going to be a trend next round.
Yeah, definitely. And do you think you have what it takes to win the title this season?
I think I've got what it takes to challenge for the title. Take the title is a completely different matter. So,
well, we'll see what happens, and we've got a Qatar race next week. Thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure from myself and Mr. Joseph. And Qatar next week should be a banger as well. Good night.